Hello students, I hope all of you are staying fit and fine. Myself Shukla Choudhury and welcome to my YouTube channel. My today's video is about Act 5 Macbeth. My God, how time flies. It seems only yesterday when we sat together for Macbeth Act 1 and now it's time for Macbeth Act 5. Themes, key points and important questions. So listen very carefully and note down the important questions given after every scene. They will definitely help you during exam. And those students, those viewers who were with us right from Macbeth Act 1, thank you so much. It's your love and affection that brings me here again and again. So let's start Macbeth Act 5. Theme, key point and important questions after every scene.
Act 5 Scene 1 opens in the castle of King Macbeth in Dunsinane in Scotland. A doctor and a gentlewoman are present in this scene in the castle. The doctor has been called in to see Lady Macbeth is sleepwalking. But the doctor had not been able to see that till now. However, the gentlewoman assures the doctor that Lady Macbeth does walk in sleep. When the doctor wants to know about what she talks while sleepwalking, the gentlewoman refuses to tell him. Just then, Lady Macbeth is seen sleepwalking, carrying a candle with her as she is afraid of darkness. In her sleepwalking, she washes her hands to remove the stains of blood, which her troubled mind sees. She reveals her guilt and then returns to her bed. The doctor thus comes to know everything. He advises the gentlewoman to look after her well, for he is afraid that she might commit suicide. By now, the doctor knows all, but dares not speak of his doubts. We come to know that Nemesis has overtaken Lady Macbeth. The former determined Lady Macbeth is now a nervous wreck. As she walks in sleep, she is a pathetic figure and touches the hearts of the reader. Now for the important questions from this scene. Number 1, describe Lady Macbeth's sleepwalk, and number 2, what does the doctor say about Lady Macbeth's condition? Next, Act 5, Scene 2. This scene opens in the country near Dunsinane Hill in Scotland. We find Menteith, Caithness, Angus and Lennox in the fields, followed by some soldiers. We learn from their conversation that the English forces led on by Malcolm Seward and Macduff will soon face the army of Macbeth near Birnam Wood. Donalbain is not with the forces. Macbeth has fortified his castle. Angus informs that people do not support Macbeth out of love, but out of fear, and many have revolted against him. Now for the important question from this short scene. Only one question. What are the informations we get from this scene? Act 5 Scene 3 opens in Macbeth's castle at Dunsinane. The prophecy of the witches have provided a sense of security to Macbeth, so he feels no danger from the advancing army. Since it is impossible for Birnam Wood to move to Dunsinane, was not Malcolm born of a woman? Then how can he kill him? He is so confident that he treats with contempt the messenger who brings the news about the advancing enemy army soldiers. Here, he indulges in a soliloquy which reveals his troubled mind. He feels that he has lost his honor, friends, and love of the people. He orders his servant to give his armor. Then he inquires about the health of Lady Macbeth from the doctor. Now the important questions of scene 3. Number 1. How does Macbeth feel about his life? And the second question, what does the doctor think? Next we move on to Act 5, Scene 4. This scene takes place in the country near Burnham Wood. In order to hide the identity of the soldiers, Malcolm has ordered that every soldier should cover himself with a branch of trees from Burnham Wood. It is in this way that Burnham Wood shall become towards Dunsinane. Though Macbeth is holding out in his castle at Dunsinane, more and more supporters are deserting him. So, important question from this scene is, what is Malcolm's plan of action? Now, Act 5, Scene 5. This scene opens in Macbeth's castle at Dunsinane. He is shown with his soldiers. The prophecy of the witches makes him feel secure as he is sure that he cannot be defeated by English soldiers. They will remain in the woods, starve and die. At that time he listens to the cry within the room, but it does not have much effect on him because his heart is so hardened that he has forgotten the taste of fear. Setoun, his attendants, brings the news of Lady Macbeth's death. So it was Setoun, his attendant, who brought the news of Lady Macbeth's death. He is moved by her earth and comments on the futility of life. He says that life is a tale told by an idiot signifying nothing. Soon after a marriage comes with the news that Burnham Wood is moving towards the castle. Actually, they are the soldiers who have covered themselves with the branches of trees from the Burnham Wood. Macbeth is shaken and began to realize the double meaning containing in the prophecies of the life. Macbeth feels that he has been cheated by the witches, but gets ready to fight the enemy. Now for the important questions from this scene. What is the noise that Macbeth hears in the castle? And question number 2, what news does Setoun bring to Macbeth? Now Act 5, Scenes 6 and 7 are two very short scenes. So I am compiling them together. Scene 6 takes place outside the castle of Macbeth. Malcolm, Seward and Macduff plan their attack. Malcolm asks his soldiers to throw away the branches of the trees and gives battle orders to his commanders. In scene 7, Macbeth leaves the castle and comes out. He is still confident because he feels that he cannot be killed by any man born of woman and need not fear. Young Seward now enters and he has a fight with Macbeth. He is killed by Macbeth. Macbeth then moves to another part of the field. Macduff enters in search of Macbeth. Old Siward and Malcolm arrive at the scene. They are determined to enter the castle. And the important questions over here are: question number 1. How does Malcolm lead the army and what is his battle strategy? Question number 2. What is the state of ongoing battle in the scene 7? Next we move on to Act 5, the last scenes, scene 8 and 9. These scenes shift to another part of the battlefield. Macbeth is surprised to see Macduff. They engage themselves in a fight. Macbeth tells Macduff that he will never be killed by any man, born of woman. Macduff, however, tells him that he was from his mother's womb untimely ripped, and so he is the man who is not born of woman. Macbeth is terrified and realizes how he was cheated by the witches. He curses the witches for deceiving him but decides to fight Macduff. So they fight. Malcolm, Old Siward and Scottish lords and soldiers enter. Ross informs Siward about the sad news of his young son's death. He is grief-stricken but finds consolation in the knowledge that his son died a noble death. Macduff enters carrying with him Macbeth's head. Macduff hails Malcolm as the King of Scotland, and other lords follow his example. Malcolm, in his brief speech, promises a new period of peace and happiness. He invites all and everyone to scorn for his coronation. In the end, good triumphs over evil. Macbeth is killed and peace is restored. Now for the important questions from this last section of this act. Question number 1. What is the result of the fight between Macbeth and Macduff? Question number 2. What does Malcolm plan to do after becoming king?
So, dear students, that was Act 5 from Macbeth. Themes, key points and important questions, which I hope and I'm sure that will definitely help you during your exams. And if you find them beneficial, if you find that they have benefited you, please do not forget to share, like and subscribe. You see, helping my dear students and viewers is a habit. You help someone and help comes to you from all different quarters. So that's it. Best of luck for your exam and life.